Hey you guys, so this will just be a video demonstrating how I make clip-in extensions and how I put them in my hair. This is specifically a wavy hair extension tutorial. I usually do straight hair, but this is one of the first times that I did clip-ins with wavy hair. So I just wanted to share this video with you guys to let you know how you can get this look that looks exactly like a sew-in but without the sew-in process. So this video is just about how to do wavy clip-in hair extensions. So if you guys are interested, watch the rest of the video. Bye. Hey you guys. Okay, so first of all, excuse my face, makeupless face. I had a long night last night, and excuse my voice. It's kind of messed up. Long night last night. But the first thing that you want to do is prep your hair for the wavy extensions. So you're going to want to wash and blow dry your hair, and make sure you deep condition it with a moisturizing deep conditioner. I just used Paul Mitchell Keratin Intensive Treatment. It's the Awapuhi, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's from the new line, the Wild Ginger line, and this is the deep conditioner, just to add moisture to your hair so that it won't look dry or brittle with mixed in with the clip-in extensions. So after I blow dried my hair, I then put on my smoothing agents to smooth my hair when I straighten my hair with the flat iron. I use these two things from Aveda, and let me tell you, like, this is like my favorite product right now to straighten African American hair, any kind of hair, just for people that have really thick and frizzy hair. This is the Smooth Infusion Style Prep Smoother by Aveda. And while your hair is wet, you just put a few pumps in, and then you smooth it and blow dry your hair. Then when your hair is all dry and you're ready to flat iron, you're going to put this on before you flat iron, and this is what's going to make it shiny and glossy. This is the glossing straighteners, also by the Smooth Infusion line. After you've finished flat ironing your hair, because you're going to want to flat iron your hair so it can be smooth to match the texture of the hair. So this is my real hair. I've just flat ironed it. This is the hair that I'm going to be putting in. It's some very, very, very cheap Milky Way Q hair. I've worn it before, but not the wavy kind. And I just wanted some really cheap hair just to put in for extensions for my vacation, because I was only going to keep it in for a week, and it's definitely lasted that week. This is the Loose Deep, I believe, pattern. So it kind of looks like Ocean Wave, the Bobbi Boss Ocean Wave that I normally wear. So I kind of want to stick with that same kind of wave pattern. But it's just cheaper. So to get that texture of hair to match your hair, you're going to need to wave your hair. And just like in my other video, my curling hair video, it's going to be the same exact way, except it's just going to be you're curling your real hair instead of weave. So I was going to put a link to it and just say refer to that video, but I actually hate it when people do that on YouTube, because it's just like, you know, because it's just annoying to me, honestly. Like, you could just rather do it. It'll take you a few minutes only, just speed it up and do it. So, and people might want to just not go to refer to 1,000 other videos. So I just thought it would be easier just for me to do half my head off camera, and then just do this half for you guys to show you how I do it again. It's not anything different. It's just I just felt like doing it. So I'm gonna curl it again. Spray like a heat protectant in your hair, because it's your real hair. It's not weave. You're gonna want to protect your hair from flat iron damage and also from curling damage. The heat from both the tools that you use. So you're using 2 heat tools, so you're gonna want to use a protectant on your hair. So I'm using Chi 44 Iron Guard. I know a lot of you guys have probably used this. This is my heat protectant of choice. So just gonna spray it on your hair. A few sprays and get to curling. And the only thing different that I do with my natural hair is I curl going down instead of going up. Like in my other video, I curl from the bottom up. This time I'm just going to curl from top to bottom. So as you can see, I just curled my hair. This is a little bit fuller because I just did it, and I did this like 20 minutes ago, so that's why it looks like that. So I might have to touch this side up some more. So basically, I just want to talk about the construction of clip-in extensions, like how you make them. The simplest way that I did these, I actually did these in a very rushed and lazy manner. Usually when I do clip-in extensions, I would use like Remy hair or something that can last a long time. Since this hair is cheap hair and I didn't have the right needle for this, I didn't have a straight needle, I only had a curved needle like this. I had to do some modifications to the process. So normally what I would do is just, you need a pack of hair, any pack of hair that you want, whether it's straight, curly, wavy, whatever. And me personally, I like fuller hair and I like to double the track even when I'm sewing my own hair in, just to make it fuller. So what I do is I take 2 pieces of track. This is one that is already sewed in. So you see the 2 tracks right here. I just basically sew them together with a needle and thread. But the only thing different about this process is that you're going to add wig clips on. It's just like sewing in hair for sewing. You're just going to use the same manner as you're sewing in the track on to the weft, but you're just going to add clips to it. And these clip-ins right here, you can buy these at the beauty supply store. They're wig clips. You could just ask them for wig clips if they have them. And they normally come, well, I see them in 2 different sizes. They have a big size like this and then a small, medium, I guess, size. Probably 99 cents for a pack of like 4 or so. Don't quote me on that, but they're like around $1. So however many clips that you want is up to you, and however long you want the clip, the extension is up to you. Me personally, I don't like a lot of clip-ins, so I don't like small pieces. So I normally get the hair to be long enough to wrap around my entire head. So I just measure 2 tracks like this, and I would double them. And this is the only thing different that I did with this one, is that instead of sewing the whole entire track, I was just lazy and I just took some bonding glue and then I glued the tracks together instead of sewing them. So I only did this because I was lazy, and this is some cheap hair anyway, so it's going to take forever to sew it in. But just keep in mind, if you have like Remy hair or some virgin hair or some hair that's going to last a long time, you're going to want to sew it for construction, because you're going to want it to be very durable if you're going to last and you're going to use your clip-ins for a long time. So the only reason why I did this is because I was only going to keep it in for a week or so, and it's temporary. So bonding glue to glue the tracks first. Then I took the clips and I sewed them. I like to use 2 medium clips on the end, and I like to use a large clip right here in the middle. So what I did is basically took a curved needle, and keep in mind this is not the right needle to sew on a clip-in. You're going to want a straight sewing needle so you can fit in between these small holes right here, because this needle right here, the curved needle, won't go through the hole. You see that? It won't go all the way through, so you need a skinny, small, straight hole. So basically, what you're going to do is go to the edge, wherever you're going to start at, and then let me take my other piece that I was using. Once this is sewed together, you're going to open up the clip like this, and then place it on the edge of the track right here. Then you're going to take your needle and just basically sew right here where it starts. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a hole right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but you're going to take your needle and then go through this part first. Sew it up. I have to go through every tooth in the comb. I kind of like to skip every 2 teeth in between the combs. And then, see, I'm having trouble with this needle again. This is not really a good tutorial. When I do another installation, when I do another unit on some good hair, then I'll show you how I do the sew in, like all the way through. But basically, this is the lazy way that I use, and I'm just going to show you guys this way because it works just as well if you're not going to keep it in a long time. So keep in mind, when you're sewing in between the teeth, you're going through the hair as well. So you're going to go through the hair and make sure you come up on the weft as well and make sure it's tight. So once you get the clip tied on, you can just sew the rest of it. And then once you get about middle way, I like to put a large clip in the middle because the middle of your hair is going to be the most fullest part in your hair. So the large clip like this will be able to catch more of your hair when you clip it in. So same thing with the large clip. You're going to open it up, place it in the middle where you want it, and then you're going to go through this hole first. Go through the track, go through the weft, and just keep sewing in like you would do. And that's how I made these wavy ones. Basically, they're glued and then sewed on the clips are sewed in only these 3 spots. So only needle and thread was used on these parts. The rest of it is bonded with bonding glue. Once you have your hair prepped and waved to match whatever texture that you're going to put it in, keep in mind you have to match the texture of the hair. So you're going to want to curl it or wave it in the same manner that the hair is curled. So make sure if you get a loose wave, you wave your hair loosely. Just make sure that your natural hair is going to match the clip-ins, because that is horrible when you see somebody when you can tell where your hair ends and the clip-ins start. So you don't want anybody to know that it's clip-in. You want it to be a smooth transition from your real hair to the clip-ins. And make sure that your hair See, I'm finger combing it out right now because the waves in this hair are loose. So just make sure that your hair matches the texture. That's my only thing that I would say. The best way that I can do this is just for me to turn around. Even though I can do this without a mirror. I've been doing it so long, I don't even need a mirror or a rat tail comb. But when you first start out doing it, you're going to want to use a rat tail comb to make your part, to make a nice part. So. Alright, so I'm done clipping in the extensions. And once you just clip them all in, you just want to go through with your fingers and make sure like the clips are not loose, because sometimes they might get caught in too much hair. So just make sure you go through, make sure none of the clips are loose. I'm just feeling through my hair. This one. And just clip it back in. See, this one is stuck in a lot of hair, so I'm just gonna have to reposition it differently. I think that's the only loose one. Yeah. So, as you can see, the hair matches pretty well with your hair because you integrated the pieces. When I was doing it from the back, I didn't really have a placement, a specific spot that I wanted to put them. I just knew that, or let me say it this way. I didn't part it in a way that it was organized. Like I just parted a piece and then put the clip. It really doesn't matter if the part is super straight, if the part is perfect, and if the you leave as much hair in between. It doesn't matter as long as you have some at the bottom and you gradually layer it up. That was 5 pieces and it was a whole bag of hair. So this is a whole bag of hair, and keep in mind it's cheap hair, so it's thinner, and they gave me less hair than you would normally get in like Remy or something. So this is 1 pack of hair, and you can't really tell what's my hair and what's not. Yeah, this is my hair right here. This is some weave. This is my hair right here. This is a piece of my hair right here. So just make sure that you style it in a way that the curls are broken up well enough so that it matches with your real hair. So I'm just going through with a brush and just brushing the extensions in with my real hair. So I hope you guys like the turnout of my hair. It looks exactly almost identical to the way that I curl my hair, but this is just the way that I like my hair. I don't like bone straight hair, and in between sew-ins, I like to give my hair a rest. At least 2 weeks, I like to give it a rest. So if I want to go someplace special and I just feel like I need some hair in my hair, I need some length, then I'll just put some clip-ins in, and it's just another alternative to getting sew-ins. It's people that get glue ins all the time, I don't know, but the people that glue the tracks in, you don't need to do that. You can do this. I hate glue ins. I feel like the glue really messes up your natural hair. So this is another alternative if you want to add length, fullness, volume, and thickness to your hair in a very easy way. Some tips that I can give you for clip-ins is that number one, be very gentle with your hair. If you the type of person that likes to fight or get crazy, clip-ins are not for you, because if somebody pulls your hair, your real hair is going with it. Now it's pretty secure in here so that you won't just have like pieces falling out when you're walking or whatever like that, but if somebody takes a hold of your head, they're probably gonna come out. I mean, I've never experienced it, but they're probably going to come out. So just be gentle with your hair. Just know that it's not a sew-in. It's not going to take in, it looks like a sew-in, but it's not going to stay in like that. It's just only attached by combs. Another thing is that if the clips aren't attaching to your hair and like slipping out a little bit, you might want to just tease your hair before with a comb and tease the hair a little bit, just a little bit, because you don't want it to get caught in the comb, but tease your hair a little bit just for a little texture for the comb to be able to attach to your hair. Another thing, it's a really, really, really bad thing to sleep in them, but I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest, I sleep in my clip-in extensions because I'm very lazy. I come home late at night and I don't want to take them out and I don't want to wrap my hair, so I might just sleep in them. But I'm here to tell you guys that on the long run, and especially if you do it for a long period of time and multiple days, it can really damage your hair because it can get tangled with your real hair. The combs can break out your hair if you keep them in for a long time, especially if you're a rough sleeper and you sleep really hard. There can be friction in between to cause breakage in your hair. So I'm definitely going to say no to sleeping in clip-ins. That's a no-no, but I'm going to be honest and real with you. If you're going to have to sleep in them, if you absolutely have to, just keep it in one night and make sure you take it out the next day. Just sleep in them one night. You can't do 2 or 3, 4 days, a week, 2 weeks. You cannot, that's absolutely a no-no. You cannot sleep in clip-in extensions. That's very, very bad for you. So, maintenance with your hair. So when you take them out, you can just wrap your real hair, whatever style that you have. If you have straight hair, you can wrap your hair. If you have wavy hair, you can pin curl it, or put some flexi rods in it at night. It's just a hassle to do that sometimes, so sometimes I just sleep in mine for a night or so, and that's really bad, keep in mind. But don't do what I do. But if you absolutely have to, one night is good enough, is sufficient enough. I wouldn't go longer than one night, because that's when your hair has a chance to getting tangled in with the hair. So I hope I've touched everything in this video for you guys. If you have any questions about clip-in extensions or about anything else that I didn't cover in this video, you felt like this video didn't cover enough information, just leave me a comment, and I'll answer your question as quickly as possible. But that's it. I just wanted to show you guys how you can get a sew-in type look without the sew-in process. It's a very easy process. Clip-in extensions are the bomb. I love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them. Bye, you guys. Oh, another quick thing that I wanted to tell you guys is the reason why I chose to do a video about this. So I was going on vacation to Mexico, and I was gonna be swimming, and I wanted hair in my hair just because we was gonna take pictures and stuff like that, and I wanted to look nice on vacation. But I was iffy about getting a sew-in because I swim a lot, and I actually go in the water and get my hair wet and swim. So I don't think that would be a good combination with the sew-in and sand and salt water and from the ocean. That would be a good combination inside of your hair, especially with a sew-in and a net sew-in, what I usually do. So the alternative that I was looking at was just either wearing my real hair, which I did a few days, and wearing clip-ins when I wanted to have a nice full look and I was taking pictures or something like that. So that's why I wanted to get this wavy hair for vacation. I normally wear straight clip-ins, but the reason why I did this is just because I wanted some nice beachy waves for vacation, but I didn't want to do a sew-in. So this is another alternative, and I didn't want to do a wig, so this is another alternative. That's why I did these clip-ins. Bye.